Alright, and we are in the game. Spawning up in the top right corner will be our purple Zerg player, Mckay. And in the bottom left will be our orange Protoss player, aQua. Doesn't look like there's going to be any proxy 2-gate going on, so that's a good start. This will be a best of 3, so the losing player will be able to choose the next map. Seeing some nice worker pairing over here by aQua, and our Zerg player just letting drones do whatever they want. That's generally what I do in a game too. Not real sure it makes a big difference at my level, but I'm not quite at this level of play either yet. So you're gonna be sending out a 9 probe scout, and usually you see this with a forge fast expand. So I'm kind of surprised to see him put a pylon in his base and then go on the scout. But we'll see what he has in mind here. And drone moving down. Will also be drone scouting, so very, these guys are going to be very aware of what each other are doing. Spending his chronos on probes, going to be putting down his gateway, so this will be a gateway expand. He's just scouting out, making sure he doesn't have to worry about any Zergling rushes or anything like that. Moving up here, trying to do a little bit of worker harass, trying to take over that mineral field for a second, but nice response there by Mckay. He might be committing a little bit too much to this, chasing around with a drone the whole time, but it's very safe. Doesn't require as much attention. You know, you don't have as big a chance to screw up. So he's gonna come down and he's gonna see that hatchery went down. Likewise, Mckay is gonna see everything that's going on. He's gonna see, I believe he saw the gas. Oops, wrong guy. There we go. No, he didn't actually see the gas. So it looks like a gasless expand. But I'm sure he assumes that there is gas, seeing as it was a gateway expand, putting the pylon down on the low ground here. Getting ready to wall off and take his natural. Still no spawning pool. This looks like it might be a 3-hatch before pool. Should be really neat to see. It is. It's going to be throwing down his 3rd hatch now. And I really like when Zerg players do this. For a while, Zerg were really worried about gateway expands, thinking that the gateway units would be out sooner, but they've really adapted and realized that they can actually hold these 3 bases if they control their Zerglings correctly. And I'm not really sure what the Protoss player can do as long as they were actually planning on a 1-gate expand, but we still don't see an expansion down, and it doesn't look like he's even saving up his money. Maybe he is right now. Nope. There we go. Throwing out a zealot. So he's going to have 2 zealots out in the field. Assuming we'll see a mothership for here in a second also. Throwing out a pylon. So he's really staying on this 1 base thing. I don't know if he scouted that. He must have scouted that there was no pool for a really long time. So this zealot going to be making its way across the map now. Drone chasing it down. And Mckay sees that there's still no expansion coming down. It finally will be coming down here in just a minute. aQua getting in place to put that down. But these 2 zealots might prove to be an issue as the pool is just finishing. Drones popping out now. We have no Zerglings on the way. And the Queen's not even halfway done. We are finally seeing Zerglings getting thrown in now. But he is going to at least get a couple of drone kills possibly. At the very least, he will prevent mining at this base for a little while. Let's see where the 2nd zealot heads. It is going to come up and help out with this base. If he's able to take out this natural, I'm not sure what Mckay will be able to do with back from this. Clear names up there. And these original 4 zealots aren't going to be able to do much. There are 8 more in production, so he will be able to clean this up eventually. But really nice harass here, not letting the Zerg player get too greedy with the time. Going back to a nice choke point there. Just really great control by aQua here. And his workgate research is almost done. We've got a sentry on the way for defense and throwing up a robo. So he's going to be really teching really hard. Taking a look at the unit counting station, he actually has the worker advantage right now. It's really great, but there are, of course, 3 hatcheries completed for Mckay. And I'm not sure that aQua even knows about this. Like I said, he might assume because the pool is so late, but he hasn't actually gone over there at all. Which I think if he would have sent one of those zealots over there, it might have done a little bit. But he was actually able to control those 2 very, very nicely. And do a lot more damage than he should have been able to. And I don't know how to get that. Okay, so you guys can't see that. This is a little Skype thing popping up in the corner. And the Overlord just being able to sit here and get all kinds of information. Nice little sentry block here. A lot of Protoss players have been doing this lately. Even though they're a little bit more rapidly throw down a force field right on top of your sentry and push it back into the base. You just see a lot of really neat stuff coming from aQua here. A lot of really high level type positioning and play, and just really nice control all around. Meanwhile, Mckay though starting to he's finally caught up on drones, and we're just gonna see this 3-base economy really start to kick in pretty soon here. He's completely ignoring tech for the time being, just getting those injects in and making sure that he gets a lot of drones. He is taking up 3 of his gas so far though, so half of his gases are taken. So it looks like there might be a little bit of a Ro8 timing shortly after this. Getting his lair now. That could... He might be trying to go for early Mutalisks, which as a Protoss player myself, I absolutely hate dealing with Mutalisks. But I'm not too sure he actually knows what the tech choice is here for aQua. Oh, he does. He has seen the robotics facility, so he knows exactly what he wants to do. Probably not go for roaches. That's not usually a good choice. Okay, so he is getting roaches. I mean, you do want to get roaches no matter what anyway, just because that will do a lot of... They're a really beefy, tanky unit for a Berserk player to have. Just doing a little bit of scouting with Mothership Core to see that the 3rd base is down, and has been for quite a while as the creep is spread completely around. And the Queen is actually going to follow it off of creep here and lose a little bit of time, but he gets back on, and he's going to get back there before the injects even finish, being able to throw it on Creep Tumor. So that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. This Observer here, he's going to see that the Berserk player is going for double research, and he's going to move out with a small Zealot Sentry Force. I really like this constant pressure that aQua is applying. It's so hard to do when you've got APM like I have. I just end up either focusing too much on the units or focusing too much on the base, but not aQua, man. He's going to go over there and just be able to put on a little bit more pressure, and he's forcing the Berserk player to really keep creating units when all he wants to do is drone out his 3 bases. There are quite a few, there's 4 roaches out and quite a few Zerglings, so I don't think that's going to be able to do too much for the proximity. And a few more Zealots moving across. He's getting a Colossus on the way, so pretty soon he's going to be starting to be able to get that really dangerous death ball that everybody hates to deal with. And of course, when he gets to that, he'll be able to take his 3rd. I'm wondering if he'll take his 3rd behind this little bit of pressure here, just because even though I don't think he's going to be able to do much damage, the Zerg player definitely can afford to be sending some of his units over for harassment or trying to take down a 3rd. So getting this down during the pressure would be really nice for him, I think. And he does scout this little pylon here. He's going to be able to take that out. There is another proxy column right over here, though, and the Pro will not be able to get away. Nice little pick up there with 2 Zerglings. And we've got some spines going down. He got a little bit worried there. So you see that's losing 2 drones. That's losing some minerals. That's it's just that's just not even just hanging on the top of this ramp. Just threatening. Nice force fields there. You can lock the roaches down. Also will go. Really nice, and the Colossus has shown up now. He's going to be able to start attacking over these force fields. The Colossus stomping down those force fields. And the Mothership Core does have full energy, so he can just master every bounce. Nothing and they're going to go straight for this Colossus. Got a nice surround, and he doesn't even focus on the Colossus down. I was surprised. I think he might have been able to take that off. But instead he does whittle down the other units that will be protecting that Colossus. Not a bad engagement really for either player there. We're seeing a little bit more lost for the Zerg player, but he also does have a higher base count. That will soon change though, as aQua actually does have a probe lead, which is absolutely surprising. I mean, aQua just playing this out perfectly. And we'll just see if Mckay's able to make this push, so it's going to be hard to deal with. One Colossus in the mix, but he does choose to back up. That Mothership Core, even though it doesn't deal a lot of damage, it is kind of annoying when you can't shoot back at it. A couple Overlords here are going to be able to scout out that the 3rd is taken. He does see it and backs off there before aQua realizes that there are 2 Overlords free for the taking. Just leaving this here, he's going to be able to see how quickly it gets saturated. If he is able to hold it there, 2 cans coming down. Can help with the defense. Any Zergling run-bys, or like trying to get in the middle line, will have to deal with the AI trying to attack these cans first. And meanwhile, we do see the Spire has just finished. So if we might see Corruptors come out, or we might see Mules. We do see 13 Mulists on the way. And I've seen a lot more Zerg players lately going for faster Corruptors just to take care of the Colossus, but the Mutalisks are just so hard to deal with when you're going Robotech. You just don't have anything that's mobile enough to get back and take care of them. And taking a look at the upgrades, we are at 2 attack, +1 armor on the way for the Protoss player. We're at 1-1 for the Zerg player. And he does have air attacks and +2/+2 for the ground on the way also. And he's going to be keeping these Mutalisks with his army for the time being. This Observer just hanging out here, going to see anything that moves out. 2 Misrally Overlords get their lives taken for free. This is the third one too. Oh, it's little things like this that are just so frustrating as Zerg in real life. Dang, a lot of spines coming up here. Looks like Mckay is really nervous about this push. 3 Colossus in the mix, and no Corruptors to take this out. Looks like he's going to be going for a I thought it was going to be a base race. He does have the Mutalisks already down there, focusing down the cannons. Well, he was able to take it down. That's not really the best situation. You don't want your Mutalisks having to go against those cannons. But they are the fastest, and when you're in a base race, you need to kill with what gets there first. And aQua also elected not to eliminate these rocks, so he's going to take out the Zerg's 3rd base, but the Zerg already has another 3rd in there. He loses his 3rd base in exchange. And I think this is actually going to turn out great for Mckay, because these rocks are not gone, and these units have to walk the whole way around to get it done. There are 4 Colossus now, so he's going to have to back up and find another way to deal with this. But this is really sweet back into base here. That was a great achievement. If he can start doing some things with these Mutalisks, then I think we can get in an even better position. The only problem is he's going to have to deal with this push again. aQua pushing right back out. He doesn't look like he's going to try to re-expand. He just feels like he can end this right now, and I gotta say, it looks like he can. Seeing more and more Mutalisks coming out. I don't know. I suppose for base race, that is the best choice. So it looks like he's just making this base race. Obviously, the spot Mutalisks are going to go with the seconds head-to-head. Getting out there, getting a few free shots into the Stalkers there. And just really nice blinks. Really nice how aQua is able to transfer over into these Stalker Colossus things and just create this really terrifying death ball. Putting the Mutalisks free there. And Mutalisks now moving into the natural of aQua, and I think he's going to be in a lot of trouble if he tries to base race this. And this is what I'm talking about. It's so hard to deal with Mutalisks because they're so fast. But aQua will definitely be able to take out this natural. So he's going to send a handful back. Really nice decision. He's able to control these 2 groups. I think he can be in an okay position. 2 more Warpins of Stalkers along with this group right here. We're looking at 1-2 upgrades versus 0-1. So the Stalkers are going to be able to trade quite effectively against the Mutalisks. And just in case there is a base race, he's throwing down another hatchery really close to aQua. It was aQua's base. Natural is now gone. aQua is now on 1 base. He's just going to hang out in here with this group, and he's really going to be able to effectively stop this pretty straight, I think. There's aren't enough Mutalisks to take out all these Stalkers. Unless he fires it perfectly, and it looks like he is. Zerglings getting in on it. That's really great. Zerglings do so well against Stalkers. They actually have a higher DPS output than Stalkers do. Being able to just terrorize the space on the Stalkers, not as mobile as Mutalisks, but nice blink under there. And he's going to start being able to pick off a few Mutalisks. The only thing is that he can keep making more and more Stalkers. And meanwhile, over at Mckay space, everything is just about to be really this space. And this is just really, this is pretty much all that, this is going to end up being aQua's last building. There's so many cannons in the back, though. Ooh, I think he needs to throw these out and just try to still catch up. Throw-wise, I believe. Oh, the supplies are looking terrifying. 126 to 28. And I think he might have just gone a little bit too strong in the economy there. You know, with the Zerg player, you got to take risks like that to try to get the advantage. And aQua was just able to punish it beautifully. And looks like going to be rushing up here to try to take out this pylon, but going to be intercepted by the entire nice win under there. Units, and there is the GG. So really close, really exciting game number 1. We'll go to aQua.